Hello everyone, it's Derryanne again and welcome to my channel, Okanagan Valley Living. If it's the first time here for you, I'm a realtor in Vernon, British Columbia, Canada, but today's video really doesn't have much to do with real estate. So the first book is Start With Why, and many people have read this book. It's by Simon Sinek. It's an incredible book. He touches on a lot to do with not just sales and career, but politics, but businesses that have done very well and businesses that have not done well, and businesses that are doing well now but are on a trajectory of going downhill. So it's a very interesting book, and it all comes down to why you do what you do and why things are important to you. So there's great application outside of business into your life on that one. The next book is called The One Thing by Gary Keller. This is a really interesting book about how some people are able to accomplish so much in the same 24 hours as other people who can barely get out of their own way. And to be honest, I was in that latter category. I just had so many things pulling at me. I couldn't seem to really advance in any area of my life because I was dabbling all over the place. And once you figure out what your one thing is, it's amazing. Sorry, it had pop-ups there. And you devote time to it and make it a priority, it's amazing how fast you will advance in this one thing. And your one thing does not have to be your work. It could be your family. It could be any number of things, but it is your one thing. So the final two books are written by the same author, Stephen Guise, and they're called Mini Habits for Weight Loss and Mini, whoops, I have to go over here to change it, and Mini Habits. And they're basically the same principle. One, Mini Habits is for your life, and Mini Habits for Weight Loss is obviously for health and fitness and weight loss. And I started reading this at the end of 2019, and it is truly revolutionizing my life because I am a person who sets big goals. I believe that if your goals aren't big, you're really not achieving anything. You need to set that bar really high. You need to go to the gym 5 days a week. You need to stop all carbs, all sugar, all fat. Like, I never make small decisions in my life. They're huge, big decisions. And the challenge I have always bumped into, whether I'm doing it on January 1st or anytime during the year, is that I just cannot sustain it. I can sustain it for a week, maybe a month, but I cannot sustain the changes in my life. And that's because what Stephen teaches is your brain is programmed and wired to reject that kind of change coming into your life. And he gives a whole historical account of why that is. And so his little story, very briefly, is on December 28th. He was thinking about how the changes he wanted to make in his life. This was a few years ago. And he wanted always to get in shape. He wasn't overweight, but he was not physically fit. He always wanted to develop a workout routine and get to the gym. But he would always do what I did. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week, and I'm going to work out for an hour every time. And he would last a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then it would just fall by the wayside. So he said to himself, I'm going to do one push-up a day. That's it. I'm just going to do one push-up a day because I know for a fact, even on the worst day of my life, I could do one push-up. And that's how he started. And then he learned the principle of mini habits and how you can transform your life through mini habits. And it's not about the size of what you do every day. It's about the consistency day in and day out. And the truth of it was, for him, he started doing one push-up, and he said, by the time I got down on the floor and in the position to do the push-up, he thought, oh, well, I might as well do 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And so he said in the course of a year, there was only a couple days that he actually only did one push-up. The rest of the time, he would actually do more push-ups. And then he'd spin around and sit up and say, well, I might as well do a couple sit-ups while I'm down here. And it grew and progressed into he loves working out now and can't wait to go to the gym 3-4 times a week. and he applied it to other areas of his life. Openly admits, he said, I'm a very lazy, unmotivated person. So he said, it's not like I have this huge core of motivation that I just need to spring the top off of it. He said, I don't have any motivation, willpower. He said, but I want to make these changes in his life. And he did it through this mini habits. I just want to pass that on to you if you want to read some good books and make some changes in your life, or just for expanding your brain.